Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, October 13th, 2025. You're in the live trading room. Welcome, everybody. Here is Friday's trades. I know they're kind of squished together a little bit only because we had that huge sell-off that happened right about just a few minutes before 11 o'clock. We were in that trade and ended up making just beautiful profit off of that trade. So ended up Friday with six trades for plus 102 and ended up the week up 280 points. But anyway, had a great week last week. Monday, like the Monday before, we had a loss, but came back roaring back during the week. So ended up with just a tremendous week last week. So, but boy, that sell off that happened right when Trump was talking about adding extra tariffs to China really hit the stock market hard. And the rest of the day, it sold off. We're going to see what happens this morning. It recovered a little bit over the weekend. We don't have a gap play. Triple Q closed out at 589.02 on Friday. It's currently sitting at 615 cents right now. Bring that up to current time right there and bring that back there. Let's see, bring that in, bring that in, bring that in. And let me get rid of something here. We have over 7,168,000 in pre-market volume. That's an unusually large amount of volume, and it could portend to a huge sell-off coming when we get into the market today, or could be buying. We'll see once we get in. I'm not even going to say which strikes are going to be at because those are going to change once we get all this pre-market volume built into here. And I don't have Keith today. I think Keith is on vacation. He may be in and out. So it is just me. I'm going to get this one lined up. There we go, like so. And let's see what we have in terms of announcements. The only thing we have for today is Columbus Day. It's a holiday, but we still have trading today, of course. The only thing happening today is Philadelphia Fed President Anna Paulson will be speaking today at 12:55, and that's all that we have in terms of major economic news. So let's see, make sure that you have 20 cents between each of your hash marks on each of your charts here, 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 and over here. When I'm at 20 cents, so we're looking at the same size candles each day. We'll see how things happen when we get into the market. If this dives real quick, we may get into a trade early and try to catch some of that, but we'll see which way the market's going. Market's been selling off here a bit this morning in the last half hour or so. So we'll see where all this 7,314,000 in pre-market volume, what direction it is leading us to. All right, we have 30 seconds before we start. Hope you all had a lovely weekend this weekend. We had nice beginning of fall weather this weekend. It's just beautiful. There's 15 seconds coming up. There it is. Coming up on 10. There's 10 seconds. All right, stand by, everybody. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are in. Yeah, look at all that volume coming in. Holy smokes. You can look on our volume chart. It's the sub chart on the upper left chart is our volume chart going down. And I will be, boy, things are a little expensive here today. So on the put side, I'll be at the 602 on the put side, if that's the direction we end up going in here. Hopefully these prices will come down. They know they're a bit expensive today, so you can use a lower strike to bring that price in a little bit. So price movement not really exploding out of the gate. It's pretty much staying in the same little area. We've got all this pre-market volume finally figured into pricing now, so we can pick strikes. So on the call side, I'll be at the 598. On the put side, the probably 602. Price coming down a bit. All right, starting to climb. So price staying pretty close to VWAP, moving up and down in a pretty small range. Nothing breaking out just yet. All right, I'm going to keep an eye on the 601 on the put side. 601 on the put side. Broader markets, Dow's up 483, Nasdaq's up 371, S&P's up 82. Not sure I'd be interested in a put at this point. Markets are up so high, but this is diving. So 602 on the put side. I'm going to enter this 602. It's not. What? I gotta check something out here. Oh, get rid of that. Order default options. Yeah, it's what I've always traded. Okay, let's go over to that 602. Let's try this. I mean, 601. And let's try entering this again. And I'm in at 404. 601. All right, stand by to take profit. And let's take profit here and out at 440. What am I out at? Come on. Out at 461. 404 to 461. Wow. Big first trade. Huge first trade. Big drop here right in the beginning. Big breakout and drop. Maybe reaching a bottom here. Let's see. Up to 11,700,000 in volume. Starting to turn around here a little bit. On the call side, we'll go to the 596 on the call side. 596 strike call. All right. 596 on the call side. Stand by. Yeah, it's reversing a bit. This is some of the highest volume I've seen this early in a very long time. All right, looks like we may be continuing selling off here after a little bit of reversal back to the call side. All right, back to the call side. Hmm. Selling off again. I think we're in just kind of a wider consolidation pattern right now as price tries to figure out which way it's going to go. Let's see if this is going to be a crazy Ivan. All right, I'm going to put in a supply zone up on top of this first 5 minute candle. There's a crazy Ivan. Oh, we'll get back to that in a minute. All right, let's head over to let's go to the 597 on the call side. Stand by. I'm going to enter this 597 and got filled at 370. Come on, get up there. All right, I'm going to jump out of this trade, guys. I don't like it. Out at 374. Got out just before that push down. It'll come back up if you're still in this trade. Now, the reason I got out of that trade up there. I did not like the resistance that I was seeing build up just beyond VWAP. And it's coming back up. There we go. All the way back up. Let me finish off the supply zone. All right, so if you stayed in that call trade, you're doing fine. And we're going to put a demand zone down here on the bottom. Up to 15,517,000 traded on the underlying. Let's bring some of these. Volume starting to taper off a bit. Dow's up 377, Nas up 386, S&P's up 82. Price getting stuck at the supply zone here a little bit. This is going to break through to the call side. So I'm going to go to the 598 on the call side. 598 strike call. Stand by. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and jump into this. And in at 346. All right, stand by to take some profit on this. Let's go ahead and take profit here. And out at 366, 346 to 366. And it's still rising. Our 5-minute MACD is crossing to the call side. We've been on the call side on our 1-minute MACD for a while now. Price still rising just slowly. Volume is coming down a little bit. We've got 16,741,000 traded on the underlying, and the Dow is up 438, NASDAQ up 409, and S&P up 89. This is all just a rebound from Friday's major sell-off. Price retreating now, coming down. About 4.5 minutes from the pop of the top, if we have one. No news or any reports coming out at the top of the hour. So, of course, we're getting basically great price movement all through this. Again, we're into some consolidation now. Okay. Let's go to X, see what that's doing. Okay. All right, guys, let's go back to the 599 on the call side. 599 strike call. Let's go ahead and enter this. And in at 322. 299. 9 call 8. I know we're close to the pop of the top, but not really expecting one this morning. Got less than a minute till the pop at the top. May opt to get out of this early to avoid the pop at the top. All right, stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take profit here. Out at 326. There's the pop. It's going up. Yeah, could have stayed in this one. If you're still in this trade, you're doing fantastic. All right, so we got 4 trades, all profitable so far this morning. Up somewhere in the 70s or 80s. Yeah, I should have stayed in that call through the pop. Just got concerned that it would be a massive reversal off the pop as we've seen in the past. But this one has just kept going. So if you're still in that call trade, you're doing great. You may want to take some profit now. So after 4 trades, I'm up 85. Getting a little bit of a reversal here. Pretty big reversal going on right now. Not looking at a put trade at this point, though. With as high as the markets are, the broader markets are, Dow's up 252, Nas up 439. Excuse me, Dow is up 463, Nas up 441, S&P up 95. And the markets are that high, a put would not be advisable. So far, every minute has been over 100,000. We've got 19,167,000 already traded on the underlying. Big volume today. Maybe in a little bit of consolidation here. Still trying to break out to the top side, but finding some resistance here at 601.64-ish. Probably just break right through it. So I'm going to keep an eye on the 600 on the call side. 600 strike call. Just continue to monitor it. Price pulling back here a little bit. Price coming back up. Yeah, we're definitely into a consolidation pattern right now. Just looking around this area here. We do have a new supply zone, finally. So I'm going to duplicate this one and bring it up to here, like so. I'm going to duplicate the price level, bring it up to here, like so. Up just a bit. And we're going to turn this old one into a minor zone by turning it gray. One minute MACD has gone to the put bias side. May not stay there for long. All right, I'm going to keep an eye on the 600 on the call side. 600 strike call. Price drop, excuse me, price dropping. A little bit. Price coming back up through the bouncing right off of the price level on the supply zone. So we'll just wait for another breakout, although we are up nicely today, 4 trades plus 85. Price coming back down again. It's looking like it wants to break out on the bottom side, but there's just too much upward pressure to really let it go much further. But we'll see. It could be some profit taking going on. All right, price is continuing to come down. Yeah, I just do not feel good about getting into a put. Five-minute MACD is about to cross over to the put side. Things are dropping here pretty quick. Um, I'm not going to get into this put. I know it's breaking out on the bottom side, but I just do not want to give anything back at this point. See if it bounces off of VWAP in the minor zone. Wow, it is dropping like a rock. All right, let's go back over to the 598 on the call side. 598 strike call. Let's go ahead and enter this in at 325. Come on, get back up there. There we go. Come on, get back up there. Come on, let's push through that minor zone. There we go. Let's get through VWAP. Come on. Get up there. All right, we're an hour in. We got 24,739,000 traded on the underlying. Dow is up 388, Nas up 373, S&P is up 75, price is rising. We're in a call trade. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Come on, get up there, pop on up. Let's get through the supply zone. Let me get through there we go. Come on, get up there. Get up there. All right, stand by to take a little profit on this. Let's go ahead and take some profit and out at 329. 325 to 329. I know it's not much profit, but just getting tired of fighting this trade. Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm back. Of course, now look at it, it's taken off. 85, 89 plus 89. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades plus 89. So let me see. What are we up to? 25,659,000 traded on the underlying. Dow's up 489. NASDAQ's up 416. S&P's up 89. And price is continuing to climb, reaching for the supply zone. After that profit taking period we just had, got stuck in a little bit of that before we could get back up on that last trade. It's a little bit of a scary ride, but we did it and made a little bit of profit on that. Price going into a little bit of consolidation here. Getting closer to the supply zone. We'll see if it bounces off of the supply zone back down. That's the last time it changed price changed direction was the last time it touched the supply zone up in this area. So I have to be careful about taking another call trade this close to the top of the range. Price starting to show some turnaround now. Didn't even get up to the supply zone this time. Wow, it's dropping quickly. Holy smokes. See, price came all the way down to VWAP, right to the penny, and is bouncing off. See if this reverses back up. Price continuing to come down. Price breaking through VWAP. And breaking through the minor zone on its way down. Let's see if it breaks past the recent low over here. Both our MACDs are in the put bias position. All right, so it's bouncing off near the low of the previous low and rising back again up through VWAP and the minor zone. Let's see if it's going to bounce around here for a while before it hits back up. So price is doing what it was doing last time it was down around this level. It's bouncing back and forth by the minor zone. Price now breaking through the last low. Price heading toward the demand zone. So price came down just shy of the demand zone. But price still declining. May get to the demand zone after all. Look, great price movement we've had today. And there it goes down into the demand zone. It's be interesting to see if it bounces off the demand zone. Has not been down here since, well, since an hour ago, a little over an hour ago. Got 29 million traded on the underlying. Dow is still up by 419, Nas up by 326, S&P up by 72. Those will come back a bit, breaking through the demand zone. So it should be interesting to see what happens here if this continues, if price continues to sell off. This is a massive sell-off that we're in the middle of. Went from all the way up from the supply zone down to the demand zone. The 1 minute MACD is already down to 0.9, very low. So about this point, we start to expect to see some turnaround in pricing, in price direction, when the MACD is that low. Ah, there's a doji. Haven't seen one of those all morning. See if that's going to turn things around. We'll see here. Another doji. Back to back dojis. Very unusual. Probably struggling a bit to get any lower. Well, be careful about taking any more put trades. This could be turning around. All right, folks, it is top of the hour. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the morning session. Had a great morning. One, two, three, four, five trades plus 89 for this morning. Really great direction in the market this morning. It may be calming down now a bit. We see that we're starting to get into some lower volume. Um, that's going to do it for me for today. And I will see you all in the morning. Hope you had a good morning. And we'll see you in the morning. So take care, everybody.